Hi Taurus, this is going to be your reading for February 2026. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon and rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general reads, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings, I'll start with the Angel Oracle guide here. I'll move on to traditional tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. If I stop for any moment, how I get some of my information is feeling. So it just takes me a second to feel the energy and then I'll get right back to it, okay? So I appreciate your patience there. Let's get into it. Your message for February is divine timing. Life is always unfolding in the perfect time and space sequence. So Angel Wisdom is encouraging you to move into a state of trust, knowing that good things are always unfolding for you. You may find yourself feeling impatient or unsettled, but understand that letting go of your ego and imagination can pull you into a downward spiral, and trust that your prayers are being answered and your plans are coming to fruition in a way that is meeting your needs rather than your wants. You may feel that your prayers aren't being answered or your hopes aren't being realized, but you must know that the universe and your angels are always working toward the highest good and the outcome that will best serve you. When this card appears, trust in the process. This card is a sign that your hopes and dreams are unfolding. You may not think so, but you need to remember that they may be working on human time, whereas God is always working on soul time, which can never be measured or rushed. You are being guided to know that your angel team is with you right now, encouraging you to call in support of the heaven and align your current situation with love. Imagine yourself in a situation covered in a golden light and ask the angels to show you the way forward, knowing that you're always working for your highest good. All right, Taurus, let's see what we got here. So already a theme for February is just a little bit of patience, trusting the process. Let's see what the cards say for you. All right, let me just feel this energy for Taurus, please. It's interesting, for February I feel very faded energy for you. It does seem like it's not going to be the easiest because it kind of feels like, again, what this card was saying here too, it feels like things are happening but maybe not going to the plan or going to the way that you expected it to, but there is some kind of greater outcomes from this here as well. Let's just go with it. Is this energy that I'm feeling? Just go with it for February. Whatever's kind of coming in here, I feel like there is going to be a conversation or someone coming in to talk here that's going to kind of challenge maybe some plans that we've already had before or challenge our current kind of situation. I do have the Chariot card coming out in our main energy, and the Chariot is just kind of like a full speed ahead. It means if you fall off the horse, you get back on the horse. So I feel like even with the obstacles that might be presenting themselves in this month of February for you, you're kind of going to heed the challenge. You're going to kind of go, okay, bet, right? Taurus, you're going to be like, it's my time to kind of keep pushing forward here. Keep those, keep this chariot moving. I'm not going to stop because the circumstances aren't the way that I want them to. It's like, okay, let's move through this. Let's move past this. And it feels like with this Page of Swords energy that I'm having here, someone's coming in to talk to maybe change things a little bit. But the Wheel of Fortune is coming out, and this is a fate energy. And this is what I was talking about, kind of that faded energy that I was feeling here for you. So some kind of conversation is going to start, and you're going to kind of be like, oh, maybe this is unexpected, maybe this is not going to plan, but there might be something here in that, in this kind of fated meeting, in this kind of conversation that changes the dynamic or changes something or a course or something in your life, right? Because again, Wheel of Fortune upright is a good card. It means the wheel is turning in your favor. So it might be some kind of job opportunity that comes up. Maybe it's, you know, a relationship, someone's coming to confess feelings for you here. But it kind of feels like you're kind of like, this is not the right time for this, or you're feeling like, oh, but I had such other plans here. And I feel like it's just going to be this energy of you maybe going with it here, because you're like, well, that changes things. I just have a feeling that this, like, whatever this kind of conversation is that's coming in, who's ever coming to talk to you, it will change something for you with this kind of Wheel of Fortune card. I do have the Two of Cups coming out sideways, so this could be a new partnership. Maybe for some people, they want to collaborate with you. Two of Cups doesn't always have to be romantic energy. It's just two people coming together, joining forces that have kind of like a common goal here. So it can be in a romantic way, but it can be just a partnership or, you know, new friend kind of energy. Or it's in the reverse. This information might change us so that we're kind of breaking off that energy or moving away from a certain someone. Maybe it's that you're finding something out about someone and you didn't know it, and you're like, before that happened, you're like, okay, we got to move away from this person then. And maybe you were like, I don't know, we're planning something, planning a trip, or planning to go away together, and now you're just kind of like, maybe I'll separate myself from this. But the Five of Swords in reverse is this kind of energy of just defeated energy. Like you feel this almost like constant battling, or you kind of feel like this constant energy of just always this kind of lack or struggle here. But there is a reason why you are kind of going through this. And I feel like you're just kind of like, you know, another thing, right? Is that kind of energy repeating itself here. But just know you're in this Chariot energy, Taurus. You are moving forward in this, even if it feels like, okay, it's just another hump in the road. I do have the King of Pentacles up here. I have the Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords coming up here. For some of you, it might be an older female and an older male. One might be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, which could be also you in this situation, and one could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But it's in between these two energies of, you know, our own self-worth and also kind of staying behind or not going away somewhere here. So for some of you, maybe there's a chance, you know, for a partnership where you're kind of building your career. The King of Pentacles upright is all about stability, all about groundedness, also about financial gain, but doing it in a really kind of grounded way, right? We're talking about our careers, we're talking about our stabilities here. And the Queen of Swords is like a plan of action, right? It's always like, I see the swords as kind of like chess pieces. So it's a strategic plan, I think, financially here for you. Maybe some of you were hoping to go away, but now you're just like, we're going to save money because I have just a feeling that we'll need it. Like there's something that's kind of drawing me away from leaving something behind or going away somewhere. Again, the Six of Swords is traveling card, so some of you might have had travel plans, and now you're like, maybe we'll just stick behind because of something here. You're just like making that kind of plan, making that strategy. I feel like this is more for our financial stability, whatever this kind of plan is, but it feels like two people who are in the right mind with this kind of King of Pentacles and with this Queen of Pentacles. It's like, this is going to be the best call here. So again, some of you might be disrupting travel plans. Maybe some of you are just deciding to stay where you are just to work something out here. You know, maybe if you work for a big company and there's, you know, stuff is going down, you're like, okay, I have to stay here. I can't really leave at this time. So just this feeling like that energy here. Just know with, again, like that Chariot card, you got this, you're moving through it, and it will be kind of over soon. So trust in that. But the Empress energy coming out sideways means it can kind of go either way. Either way, whatever this news is, we can be feeling abundant. We can be feeling, you know, abundance, fruitful. This is all about harmony. This is about pregnancy can be as well. And in the reverse, it's like having a hard time with pregnancy. It can be a hard time with abundance, vibrating low energetically. And it's interesting that that's coming out sideways here, because it could be a choice in this here for you. Maybe some of you are discovering that you are pregnant and you're like, oh, okay, we're not making that trip, or we're not leaving here anymore. That changes things. But it's interesting. It's the Tower card is coming out in reverse, which means you kind of see this coming. You see this crack in the foundation happening, and you're like, okay, there's something here that I'm seeing, before it becomes kind of a full faded surprise. You might be feeling the energy of this before it's happening. You might be like, oh, something's not right. Maybe this has to do with that kind of traveling here for you. But again, it feels like news is coming in for you, and that kind of just changes the circumstances of February, or maybe what you had planned. The Tower in reverse is good because that means just you see it coming here. I have the Knight of Wands coming out here, an Ace of Swords, which is like, it might be a fire sign here as well that you are kind of getting clarity on. This person might be younger or more free-spirited than you. I have the Ace of Swords coming out, which is this mental clarity or aha moment. So you might be having this aha moment on this kind of fire sign energy, this exciting, adventurous energy. It's almost kind of like Taurus here. You're kind of thinking more stability, and maybe there's some people that you're dealing with that are thinking the opposite. You're like long-term, stability, game plan, and this person's just like fun, excitement, adventure. And that's kind of, again, you might be having some more clarity on that. You're being like, do I need some more adventure into my life? Am I being too structured with things here? Do I need to open myself up a little bit more? But whatever it is for you here, you're going to have that clarity for yourself. I do have the Seven of Swords is coming out, which is taking, thieving energy. It's also coming out sideways for you. So it feels like for some people there's going to be relationships that are, it almost feels like relationships that are trying to take from you, and then there's relationships that are trying to kind of give back or fess up here in that energy. Because it's coming out sideways, it can go either way. Either we're allowing people in our energy that might be toxic, that might be trying to take from us here, or in the reversed card here, people are fessing up to their truths or how maybe they've mistreated you. But it feels like, again, with this Hierophant coming out, there's this idea for you to kind of do your own thing. It's this kind of idea of you being like, I'm the one that's kind of deciding this. This is kind of going against the grain, going against societal norms. So it feels almost like this whole reading is like kind of a clash for you. If like, do I focus on stability and groundedness? Do I focus on freedom? Do I have a game plan? Like, what is this kind of energy, and which way can it go here for me? Because it's like, what do I want? Where am I going to kind of find myself in both of these? But yeah, it's the Hierophant is like going against the grain. It is the Taurus energy here. It's natural rebellion going against status quo. So I feel like there's some rebellious energy in you here. But it seems like if you're going to kind of choose to accept it or not. I do have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, which is this energy of not nurturing ourselves or carrying ourselves the way that we should. It feels like this is more for you to nurture yourself and care for what your own needs and what you kind of need in situations. Yeah, I'm getting this kind of push-pull for yourself here in this month of February. It's like, which way do I go? Which way do I lean? What do I want kind of for myself here? But give yourself some care. Like, give yourself some love. Even if you are not sure what you're wanting to do here, there's a lot of cards coming out sideways. A lot of maybe yes, maybe no that is happening for you. But make sure you are tending for yourself. You are caring for yourself. As you can see, the Queen of Cups is caring for this like tender cup here. Do the same thing for you. Make sure your cup is filled, right? Before kind of dealing with anything else here for yourself. Because that's going to be the most important thing for you, is just making sure that your cup is filled, you are nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, especially when maybe tough decisions come up or things that kind of come up in our life where we just kind of feel defeated by, or we're just like, and another thing, okay, we're also having a bit of trust issues or trusting that things are working out for you with that Nine of Wands. Yeah, that might be just questions in our partnerships and our work relationships. Lover's card in reversed, and we have the Three of Pentacles in the reversed here. Taurus, it just feels like you got to do some things for you here, right? It feels like that's that kind of energy. I feel like you're getting that push-pull, like we've been talking about this whole reading, of stability, groundedness, action, or just fun, excitement, freedom. And I feel like you are coming to a head of like what you need and being okay with that. Being okay with being like, you know what, maybe society will look at me this way. Maybe people won't understand what I'm doing, but that is okay here because I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for myself. And I feel like that's what they're asking you, especially in February, is just to be a little bit more you know, self-centered in a way. And I know, yes, we should be collective, but we should make sure that our cup is filled first here, Taurus. And that's what it's just feeling like to me in this reading. Maybe something's happening for a reason. Again, even if you can't see it yet. Oh, I don't know why I just subconsciously pulled back to this one, but it also had compassion, and that's kind of going in with my Queen of Cups here, right? Giving yourself love and giving yourself compassion in this situation. You know, you're doing things for you. You're doing things for your heart, for your own love, for your own needs. Look at the bigger picture. That's what we're talking about here, I think. It's like, this is one moment with this kind of Five of Swords in the reverse. This is one kind of hump in the timeline. This is one kind of different direction. This is kind of one moment where there might be a lot of choices involved. But look at the bigger picture here. This is not like the most important decision of your life, right? I just feel like there's going to be some reworking in February for you. And some decisions to make. But again, look at the bigger picture. This is just a moment in your life, just a speck in your life's timeline. Maybe things aren't going to the plan that you want to, but maybe some things need to happen first. You got lifting the veil, which I'll read for you. Questioning everything, anything aligned must go. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so that we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large, as all of us in our own lives. If you feel this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for the things that may no longer be a vibrational match for you and how you have grown. To dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on the things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They are here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and with the Creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned or congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. So you're being called to trust yourself and notice what's out of alignment and then take the baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy feat, but it's so worthwhile, both individually for you and for the planet. What is not congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? And I think this is what we were talking about with that push-pull, Taurus. It's like you're kind of being like, you know, what's not working? What's not fitting? What's not leading me where I want to be? What is it that I'm kind of prioritizing this time? Stability or freedom? Where am I kind of going with this? And all very tough questions, and allow some space and time for those to just kind of unravel here, right? Especially in this kind of month. It's just allow things to like unravel as they are. But Chariot card just telling me you're going to be okay, that you're getting through it.